what's up everybody out there? We're at beautiful downtown Fresno at the Convention Center at 59 Days of Code, the app mobile web designer competition, the largest one of its kind in Central Valley. I got my co-host here, Mr. Higley. I'm T from the Pedal Junkies. We're about to tell you what 59 Days of Code is all about.
That's right, T. Thank you very much. Here at 59 Days of Code, we have some of the most amazing sponsors and the best and brightest developers in the Central Valley and beyond.
"59 Days of Code is a competition that dares folks to take that shelf idea, that thing that they said they'll build someday when they have more time, build it very quickly, and then release it into the wild such that you can kind of test whether it's a good idea or not. It has the same feel as an air show. I went to air shows when I was a kid with my dad, in that you go and you see somebody do something awesome. 59 Days of Code can be that for that geeky, that nerdy kid, and it can provide them with, hey, here's what it looks like to innovate right here in your hometown.
The competition started really with the goal in mind of building up the software industry in Fresno. Some of us knew that there were other developers in Fresno, but by and large they were either working out of their homes for large companies, but working remotely and not really talking to each other or networking together. So over the last 5 years we've managed to have hundreds of developers come through the competition, and the industry is a lot better for it.
59 Days of Code evolved from a coding competition to more of a launching platform. Just because you can write code doesn't necessarily mean that you know how to run a business, or that you know how to market a business, or that you can design anything. And it takes a team, really, to do those things.
You're forced to give attention not just to the technological achievement, not just to building the application, but also to, well, how is it actually going to perform, and is it a business?
59 Days of Code has two categories. There's zero code, which is you absolutely have no code when the clock starts, not a single line written. And then there's in progress, which is this is an idea maybe you've started before, now you need to dust it off, refresh. The prizes this year are $10,000 cash for zero code. You get your iPad trophy, you've got a number of services. All our prizes are designed around the idea that they help you move your idea forward. So in progress, you have a lesser amount of money but greater amount of services. And we think that if you're at that stage, you need more services to move your product forward and less startup cash.
The most interesting thing about 59 Days of Code is it offers the opportunity to pull a project off the shelf that maybe you haven't had a good reason to previously build, but now you get the chance to work on it for a very specific amount of time and show it to the world and have the opportunity to win prizes for it.
Hey, what's up out there? We're at 59 Days of Code, and I'm here with a proud sponsor of the event, my boy,
Cameron Breyer.
Cameron Breyer with Decipher Inc. We're here going to talk to you guys about the reason why Decipher Inc. is involved with 59 Days of Code and how they've been supporting 59 Days of Code these past years, man. What's up, Cameron?
Well, Decipher Inc., first of all, we're a market research company that specializes in online survey programming. I think the reason we're involved with 59 Days of Code is because it's a great way to bring awareness to such an awesome community of software developers. And I'm sure it feels really great to contribute to such an awesome thing where we can, contribute to the decision making and the award giving, but also just to let people know that the community is full of awesome, smart people doing software development and having a good time.
Yeah, a lot of smart, techie people in the Central Valley, by the way. Well, I was talking with Cameron on the break and telling them, what they've been involved with, how they've benefited 59 Days of Code. I heard I missed a great party last year. There's going to be one tonight, too. But benefiting the tech industry in the Central Valley, how does Decipher benefit from the tech industry in the Central Valley?
Well, we're one of the few tech powerhouses in the Central Valley. We're constantly growing year by year, and we're opening jobs up to tons of software developers, and it's a really great opportunity to not only learn about the latest technologies, but to grow as a software developer and move on to something great.
Did you see a lot of developers out there? It's pretty exciting, right?
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot.
Yeah. So, being with 59 Days of Code, how many years have you been involved with 59 Days of Code?
59 Days of Code. I remember it was a few years ago. One of the first one. I may have been the second one, but the first one I remember attending, and I attended the presentations where they talked about the products, the awesome things they made, and they were up there on stage, and that was really cool and also inspirational. I haven't quite attended as a software developer.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Have you ever developed your own?
No, not yet, but I definitely plan on to. Yeah, definitely.
Seeing everybody's passion and and getting involved with it, you can clearly do your own one, right?
Definitely, it would be a lot of fun too to grab a team.
Nice. What is Decipher Inc.?
So we're a market research company. We specialize in online survey development. So we have a bunch of programmers doing the survey development, and we also create the tools that allow others to build their own
What do you mean by
surveys.
tools?
Tools, we have the Beacon Platform Suite, which is a complete set of tools to take a survey, program it, make it live, set it live, and gather respondents and market research data, and then give you back the data that you need to make better decisions, pretty much.
Interesting, man. Interesting. So you're helping people start their own little apps, yeah?
Yeah, like helping them answer the business questions they need answers to.
Oh man, yeah. Me personally, I'm not too tech savvy, so it's pretty cool being around all you guys, man. Seeing and hearing the developing stuff. The start of like my last interview. Starting the franchises, man. It's great, man.
Yeah.
For Fresno.
That's really
pretty
awesome.
cool. Have you traveled out of the Central Valley and brought developers into Fresno?
As Decipher as a
Decipher
company? Yes, I mean, we've reached out. A lot of us are local, went to Fresno State, graduated with our degree and whatnot, but we're open. We're an open door to anybody who wants to join in and continue software development, and we have all sorts of positions for pretty much not just software developers, but people who are looking to grow their career and
Yeah, it's a great spot to make a statement, man. It's a great, Fresno's awesome, man. Decipher Inc., is there going to be future sponsorships with the Bitwise, and how's that going to follow out?
I hope so. I mean, we're a big sponsor for the future, yeah. I mean, most definitely. I don't see why we wouldn't, but I think we plan on it. We've done this for 2 years in a row now, and it's been a great success. Last year we, I think, not only sponsored the after party, but definitely sponsored the after party. And this year we're giving away an award, the People's Choice Award, to the best booth here.
Oh, right on.
And
That's you guys?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool, man. That's exciting. Are you going to be the person giving away the award?
Not me personally, but that'd be fun too.
Oh, yeah. That's great, man. So, from being a part of 59 Days of Code, what was your biggest moment? Like, what are you going to take away from 59 Days of Code?
That's a good question. Probably just the joy knowing that there's a ton of people out there in the industry just working hard to work out an idea and reach out to the community with their solutions to their problems. I mean, that's really great, and the fact that we're sponsoring it and opening the doors for all these software developers to grow and really pursue those ideas is a lot of fun.
Man, thank you, Decipher Inc., for being a part of 59 Days of Code. We're going to send it back to the floor to Mr. Higley out there. How's it going out there, buddy?
All right, we're here in the showroom floor again. This time I'm here with David Hardcastle of Lawdelicious. Hi, David. How are you doing this afternoon?
Good, Matt. How are you today?
I'm doing very, very good. Tell me a little bit about yourself and how you came to 59 Days of Code.
Well, I'm a serial entrepreneur along with my partner, Mark Lane. We're the co-founders of Lawdelicious, and we're working with Bitwise downtown to help develop this product. They recommended that we enter this into 59 Days of Code, and so that's why we're here.
All right, so what is Lawdelicious?
Lawdelicious is quite simply the only social game that can make you an instant millionaire.
An instant millionaire?
Instant millionaire. We're building the world's largest lottery pool. Basically, all we're doing is we're taking lottery pooling that's been around forever and ever. We're combining that with today's technology, smartphone, tablets, and PCs, and the convenience of that, allowing people to purchase tickets right through those devices, and then combining that with social media to spread it around the world. And so what we're doing is creating a pool that is unlimited in size. As many people can join as we can possibly get on Earth, and everybody that joins has a chance to win on all the other tickets that are in play. Our goal within 5 years is to have 1 million players in this lottery pool. That means that if you join and you had one ticket in play, you would have a chance to win on all those 1 million tickets.
Wow, that's really amazing sounding. So now this is an in-progress project, correct?
It is. It's in progress right now. We launched the first phase just a few days ago. It's off and running and doing awesome. We've got actually people that have already joined from Japan, Australia, and Europe. So it's already jumped the 2 oceans in just a matter of days. And that's how this thing's going to spread. It's just going to go from friend to friend, from device to device, and it knows no borders or no boundaries.
Since it did come into this as an in progress, tell me about the origins of Lawdelicious, how you came up with this idea, and where you wanted to go after 59 Days of Code.
Well, it's kind of funny. We actually worked on a project like this a couple years ago, and we got it going. We actually had quite a few people playing in it. But this was before smartphones were out there. It was before Twitter was actually even around. It was before Facebook was really something that people used on a regular basis. And a couple years ago, Mark, my partner, said, "Dave, we have got to get this thing going. This idea is too good. Somebody's gonna do it unless we do it." And so we started working on it, and it just started getting momentum and momentum. I have other businesses that I do as well, and so this one just started going on its own, basically. The parts just started falling into place as we needed them. And so now here we are, about 2 years later, after working on this thing, launched the first phase, and the reception's been fantastic. So far here at the 59 Days of Code, everybody that comes by is just blown away.
And so it says that, dude, you're a winner. So that means anyone who signs up can be a winner?
Well, here's the cool thing. So when somebody signs up, they automatically have their chances to win increased by our patent pending payout system. So unlike a traditional lottery pool where, say at the office, you get 10, 15, 20 people together, it's split equally based on the number of people. Our patent pending payout system, which is relationship based, breaks it down, and there's only 11 winners for every single ticket, no matter how many players we have in this lottery pool. That's why we can have 1 million players. We don't split each ticket 1 million ways, and you get a fraction of a cent or something like that. In this instance, every ticket's only split 11 ways. And so, Matt, for instance, say you're the smart guy, so you pick the winning numbers for that jackpot. Traditionally, you'd have to split that evenly with all 20 people in the pool, right? So you get 5% of that. Well, since you're so smart and you pick those numbers, you get 50% in our pool, and you would win 50% of that. So say we hit a $100 million jackpot, you'd get $50 million. Then we take the other $50 million, 50%, and we split that 10 ways, and we have 5% winners, and it's relationship based by your relationship to the pool and how people brought you in. Now, the other neat thing that we do to make it really interesting, we have what's called a meteor strike, which is why we set it up in a universe theme. And the meteor strike is actually, we take 5% shares, and it could be the first day in the pool. You have your first day in the pool, you have nobody in your personal pool, but you're part of the overall universe, and you could get a 5% winner from somebody anywhere in the world with a meteor strike, and we blast 4 of those out for every single winning ticket. And the neat thing about it is, Mega Millions just changed their odds, so 1 in 15 tickets a winner. So what we say is, dude, you're a winner. Actually, on Tuesday and Friday night, when Mega Millions draws, 70% of our players are going to win based on Mega Millions odds and our payout system.
Wow.
So you might win a nickel, you might win $5, you might win $10, you might win 50 million, who knows, but you're going to win something almost every Tuesday and Friday with us. And the same goes with Powerball. The odds are a little different in Powerball, so it's only about 30% of our players are going to win something in Powerball, but it increases your odds by playing in our pool.
That's awesome. All right. Thank you very much, David, for your time. I really appreciate it. David Hardcastle of Lawdelicious, thank you very much, and let's throw it back to T.
Hey, what's up everybody? I am with an official judge right now at the 59 Days of Code. I got Ruben Gomez with me, the founder of Bid Sketch. He's here today, going to be judging all our candidates for the 59 Days of Code. Be nice to this guy. What's going on, Ruben? How's your day going today, man?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah?
Excited to be here, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. He also came from
Spokane, Washington.
Spokane, Washington. Made a trip out here to the valley, man. We got it going on out here, you guys. So, I want to know, what's the hardest part of being a judge at the 59 Days of Code event?
So, the hardest part is probably switching. I mean, there's so many really good competitors, right? So many good companies. The hardest part is probably just switching back between consumer and business apps. So their applications, their products, they're like geared more towards just consumers, people that don't have businesses,
right.
And then just the business apps, and just switching gears between those two, because the business model is different.
Correct.
Is a little tough.
The change in the scenery is like in the office, and then people just
and just the way that you grow those business and acquire customers and market those businesses, it's just very different approaches, right?
So being a part of 59 Days of Code and the developing and all that, like from last year, do you see the same competitors? Or?
For me, it's been my first year.
It's your first year?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So I've been, I'm actually really impressed with the amount of people and like the energy and all that stuff. that I've
Oh,
seen
okay.
here.
Yeah,
It's
no.
cool.
What do you think about the Valley and the tech industry?
Oh, it's great. Like coming from Spokane, Washington, we don't have anything like this.
Really?
Here. Yeah. So it's super exciting to see that somewhere.
Yeah, I'm glad that the Central Valley is thriving with it, with its whole the event and everything like that, man. It's awesome, man. So, all these people out here, all the great app developers. Which is the coolest one you've seen so far? Don't let it out,
Yeah.
Jess.
No, I can't say.
There's a bunch of them out there?
There are a couple that are really, really good. So I've seen a couple of startup competitions. I've judged another one before, and what surprised me about this one is there seem to be more that have true business potential to actually become something afterwards.
No, I spoke with a few of them a little while ago. Yeah, they had a lot of potential, man, to start feeding people and becoming huge businesses.
Yeah, there are a couple that are into some really interesting spaces. I like that.
I also want to know a little bit more about BidSketch too, and what BidSketch brings to the table of being a part of 59 Days of Code and helping us out too with just being the judge and critiquing, kind of, helping people out, giving advice to certain app, creators and stuff.
Yeah, so BidSketch is a web application used by freelancers and consultants to create client proposals, right? I started that by myself without funding, right? So I used my own time to basically build it myself and
Did
grow
you do it in 59 days?
I didn't do it in 59 days. Yeah. So I've been through that experience, right? I've grown it now. I have employees and all that stuff. So it's really interesting to see these people at that earlier stage, right?
With the creativity, right?
Right, and just getting started, and because it does take a lot of energy, and it's a bit of a grind in the beginning. It takes some time.
Yeah, I'm learning
right.
it.
Yeah. So,
with all the trial and fail, trial and error and stuff like that.
Right. So I just like seeing people at that stage and have that potential, and just seeing people execute, right? Because these people here, they're actually doing it. They're actually getting stuff done.
Yeah, hands-on, right?
Yeah.
Hands-on. Is there anything that you would like to share with 59 Days of Code and the people out there in the tech-savvy world of just the future of it?
The only thing that I'd say is that, like, I lived in South Florida before Spokane, and I lived in Spokane, and I didn't see anything like this over there, right? So just seeing what's been happening or hearing about it also the last couple of years, there's real potential. I see just a lot of bright things for the future of Fresno here.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm really excited, to do these interviews and have Fresno and the Central Valley showcase to the rest of the world. It's pretty awesome. Thank you, BidSketch, for this interview. It's been great. And back to the floor, 59 Days of Code.
All right, we're here again on the showroom floor. This time I'm here with Ian Jones of The Know. Ian, how are you doing this afternoon?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
Good. Tell me a little bit about The Know.
The Know is essentially an app that allows you to follow all your favorite upcoming projects, essentially across movies, television, books, and video games. So, The Hobbit's coming out at the end of the year. You can follow that item, and it'll be put into your lineup. Your lineup is essentially a chronological list of everything you're following. Say you have a band that you like, you can follow the band, and each time the band releases something, it'll be automatically put into your lineup. And you can set up custom notifications. If you want to be notified 3 days before it comes out, a week, a month, whatever you like, it'll notify you however you set it up, essentially.
All right, so where did you come from as a developer, and what actually spawned this idea of The Know?
Yeah, I came up as a developer through 59 Days. I saw it in 2010, and I was really inspired by it. And I saw some of the projects, and I saw what they were doing with it, and I thought I wanted to get involved, and that's what I did. And this idea spawned as my friend is a movie critic, and he's actually on the team as well. His name's Sam Fragoso. He's a Pulitzer Prize winning writer. he told me that there wasn't a really good way to find out when something is coming out besides Googling it. And even if you find that one item, that doesn't mean that you'll be able to keep track of everything, because sometimes things will come out and you have no idea. And so he basically gave me the idea for this, and we just went and made it, essentially.
So now you are a zero code competitor. How did this 59 Days of Code go for you? Was it a whirlwind, or tell me a little bit about your experience here?
A whirlwind is one word. Rocky would be another word that we would use. But we pulled through, and I think we have a good chance of winning this year. I think we have a great product, we have good marketing going, and the design of it is just great. And so I think we're doing good.
So what kind of devices are you targeting for people to be able to use to be able to have access to all this information?
Essentially, we developed a web app. So we'll have a website running with the app, and we'll be giving this this website to writers on websites and whatnot, and it'll be password protected. So we'll be distributing that privately, and then we're also having our iOS app coming out in August. Android possibly soon after that as well.
So now towards at the end of this 59 days, where do you see this project going from here on out? You said you got some mobile in the works. What's next?
What's next? Definitely iOS. I just want to hit that really hard, because I think that's our first platform, and we just want to develop a very refined product, essentially. And if we're able to do that, I think it'll be successful. So.
All right, and well, thank you very much, Ian. I really appreciate your time. So this, for the competition yourself, now have you had a chance to look around at everybody else, and what do you think of your competition out there?
I have actually. I've seen the people around. I'm actually involved in another project, Fruit Path. Shout out to Fruit Path. And I like the competition this year. I think it's actually, there's some good competitors out there, and there's some good products. But you know, I have a little bias. I think we're going to take it. So.
All right. So now, since this is the last 59 Days of Code, what do you think is going to happen here in Fresno in the Valley? Do you want to see another competition spring up, or is this your first time in the competition? And where would you like to see it go?
Yeah, this is my second time in the competition, but I definitely want to see it start back up again. I think someone else can pick it up and take that model and run with it, as long as there aren't any issues with it. But last year we did a TransLive app, essentially live map of the fax bus system in Fresno, and it gives you an estimate on when the bus will reach your bus stop. And that went well, but we moved on to this, and so we're pushing through here with this app.
All right, so now how can people get a hold of you to be able to start putting this information on the know?
Well, you can go to our website, getttheknow.com, and the app will be out in August, so you'll see it on the App Store for iOS only. And I'll also be able to be reached through email, ian@getttheknow.com.
All right, Ian, thank you again so much. I appreciate it. Good luck to you. And let's throw it back to T in the booth.
Oh, bittersweet. It's the last 59 Days of Code. And actually, we're on the last 59 minutes of 59 Days of Code. I want to thank all the app creators out here, everybody that was a part of 59 Days of Code. It's been a successful event, great event for Fresno. And now we're going to go out to Matt with Irma, the co-creator of 59 Days of Code. Take it away.
Hi, this is Matt Higley here at 59 Days of Code, and I'm standing here next to Irma Alguin, the creator and founder of 59 Days of Code. Irma, so this is the 5th year of 59 Days of Code. How has this gone from the inception and conception of this showcase to what it's become now?
Well, when we started, all we wanted to do was find local developer talent, and we accomplished that, and it turned more into a showcase of entrepreneurs than just simply developers.
So what kind of, what has come out of 59 Days of Code in the past, and what are we seeing here today?
What you're seeing here today is the culmination of a lot of hard work, a lot of volunteer hours, but really what the attendees get to see is market-ready products. So they have 59 days to build something, they launch it, and a lot of the businesses that have competed in 59 Days of Code are still in existence today.
And where did this idea come from?
It was a conversation that I was having at the time with an organization called the Central Valley Business Incubator, and they were having a hard time finding developers in Fresno. And they asked me, I'm a developer, and they said, so where do we find these guys? And I said, well, they're at Starbucks, they have a hoodie on, they're working on a laptop, and they're not talking to you. And so they said, well, how do we get a hold of them? And we dreamed up the competition.
So now this is, I understand, the last 59 Days of Code, and also your big retirement from 59 Days of Code. What are your feelings about that, and where do you see yourself going after this?
After this is a harder question. How I feel about it is really, that's pretty obvious. It's sad, it's bittersweet, but it's also the right thing to do. When we set out to start 59 Days of Code, we wanted to find and engage local talent. If you look around you, everything that's going on today, that's done. It's happening. And there are a lot of new initiatives out there that are sort of taking up the mantle and carrying it forward. Now what we need to do is the next step, and that is find and engage the public that's interested in technology and do something with that.
Tell us about some of the sponsors that we have here today.
We have incredible local support. We have some of the larger software companies, Decipher Inc. We have some of the outside of town software companies, Google, and they all sort of throw their hat in the ring and say, we believe in what you're doing, we want to support you in a monetary sense, we want to support you in services, and we want to help your entrepreneurs grow. And so we have, like I said, about 42 sponsors, I think, this year.
All right, thank you very much, Irma. It's been a pleasure. Congratulations on the competition here.
Hey, what's up? 59 Days of Code. We're wrapping it up, but we want to tell everybody thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for coming out here and taking the time to come see all these awesome people creating stuff that, is for the future. 59 Days of Code is awesome. Thank you, volunteers. Thank you, AT&T. Thank you all the sponsors, Google, Numa, right? Numa. And the guys behind us, what were they? Decipher. Awesome guys, awesome guys. What was so awesome about the experience for you today, Mr. Higley?
I actually got a chance to compete last year myself, and so I have a personal connection with everything that the guys here at this competition are going through. 59 days to come up with something to go from zero to a complete project is nerve-wracking, to say the least.
That's right.
There is little to no sleep. There was tons of Red Bull, and it is an amazing experience. And walking around, getting a chance to meet everybody, I can see what I experienced myself in all of them, in the way that they express their appreciation for what Irma has done with 59 Days of Code.
Thank you,
and
Irma.
this opportunity that they've had to do this. There's some amazing projects out there. There's some killer developers coming up with real solutions to problems that we have out there. These are not just video games that people are creating. We have child safety that has a solution out there. Child safety. We've got finding jobs for college students who are focusing so much time on school. Maybe they need to get a few bucks in there to help pay for those books. So there are solutions out there, and that's what 59 Days of Code is really become. It is a solution finder. It's finding these developers that are not only local, but brilliant, and come up with solutions to problems that are really out there in the world.
Well put, Mr. Higley, man. Well put, man. I want to thank everybody that was a part of 59 Days of Code, and just keep your ear to the street, because Bitwise is the next move. Thank you, 59 Days of Code. Thank you.
Thank you very much.